Oh, good afternoon and welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We're going to be here for a little while together on this Memorial Day weekend, and we've got a lot of things to talk about. I was just talking to someone, and I said I've got 40 different items to talk about in 20 minutes. So I'm going to be like Tom Cruise, and I'm going to take this deep breath, and hopefully I can get all the way through it. I just want to tell you, first of all, for those of you, and including me, for all of us that want to say, this is a hard weekend for some people. It's Memorial Day weekend. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for those who have served and then given their lives. This is a hard weekend for those. We had that happen in our family, and it was very hard, and especially for the family afterwards. So I just want to say a very heartfelt thank you. So let's get started. A lot of you have off on Monday. We are going to be open, and I'm going to talk about a bunch of different projects, some things that maybe you might want to catch up on around the house, or maybe you just want to say, Trudy, I do not want to work this weekend. I got stuff for you too. Okay, so let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number here, in case you have a question about something I'm talking about, I'm going to be here to close today till 6:30 and tomorrow 11 to 5. The number here is 210-341-1573. We're also live streaming on Facebook right now. If you have a question and you want to put it up on Facebook, I'll try to read it, although I'm not real good at that, and then answer your question later on the show. But if I can't, then we will get right back to you. Okay, so let's get started. Simple project. Now, many of you have a stinky drain and disposal, and you have tried a bunch of stuff and nothing seems to work. Let me give you some things that you can do to help clean. And this is why I'm talking about this. The other day, I was scrolling on Instagram, and yes, I do that. And I found something they were talking about, and you would have thought this item had never been around, and it's been around forever. And I got so tickled about it. But for those of you that were watching, they were putting this little tablet down the drain, and then running water through it, and it cleans the drain and deodorizes. And it was just like new. It's not new. It's Plink, P-L-I-N-K. And I just want to give a shout out to Charlotte. Yeah, hi girlie. She's watching on Facebook right now. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. You're probably getting ready to go to the coast. Okay, but the Plink is a great little thing just to fizz away odors. I mean, you drop it down your sink and you run water through it, and it just foams and foams and foams and foams and leaves a great clean smell. A little tip, thank you. A little tip, run hot water first before you put these down in your drain, and then put it in the drain, and then turn the water on. The water will already be hot, and it cleans so much better. Okay, another thing that you can use is Instant Power Disposal and Drain Cleaner. Instant Power Disposal and Drain Cleaner is a liquid that you put down the drain and let it work. You can also put it down the disposal, because sometimes we get these odors in the disposal just from stuff that builds on the side of the pipes, and it breeds all kind of things, and for one thing, it smells funky. And so that is a really good thing to use. So simple to use. Now another thing is, shucks, I left it at my desk. It is the Danco, thank you. Yeah, the Danco brush, a brush it. They call it a brush it. And literally what it is like a toothbrush for your disposal. It is a brush about 12 inches long, very stiff bristles, and it has a little top on it to where you put it down in the disposal, you put soap in it, and you start cleaning. You run water through it, okay, so you get that soap and this brush that's cleaning, and it will clean all the sides. This is for my people that really want to make sure it's clean, okay? And it's called Brush It by Danco. We have them on aisle 19. Now also, there is Green Gobbler BioFlow strips. They're like little, they look like little cigarettes, little green cigarettes that you put down your drain, and then you run water through it, and they will help keep the drain fresh and open and clean. Now, I had a question the other day. A lady came in and she said, my dishwasher smells funny. And I said, it smells funny? She goes, yeah, it kind of smells like sewer gas. And I said, okay, probably what it is, I want you, when you get home, look underneath the sink, okay, because that's where all the hoses go from the dishwasher, and see if your dishwasher hose has a loop in it, or at least held up at an angle where it's just not going straight over to the drain. And I said, if it doesn't, you need to lift it so that water, stale water, doesn't bounce back and forth into your dishwasher, because that's where the smell is coming from. It's coming from old water that backs back up into the dishwasher, and it stinks, and it does smell bad. Okay, for those of you, I have a niece, and she's extremely smart. I mean, this kid is so smart. And one day I came over to her house, and she had her whole dishwasher taken apart, and she was showing me the filter on it, and she says, look how gross this is. I said, yeah, that looks pretty bad. And I said, you know, they make a product that you can just run in your dishwasher, that you don't have to take it all apart, right? And she goes, she just looked at me like, no. All right, well, there is. And for those of you that maybe have not done this recently, it's so simple. Oh gosh, it's so simple. It's called dishwasher. It used to be called Dishwasher Magic. See, I've been around so long. Hi, Cindy, how are you? I am doing well. These are people that are talking to me on Facebook. And if you want to talk to me on Facebook too, you just come right on out here. This used to be called Dishwasher Magic. I don't know why they took the magic off. I thought it was a great name. But it's made by Glisten. And it is one of the most unique dishwasher cleaners. And I'm going to tell you why. Most dishwasher cleaners that you get, it's just something that you put in, a liquid that you put in, and then you turn your dishwasher on. Well, how many times when you turn your dishwasher on, what is the first thing that happens? The pump comes on and throws that stinky water that I was talking about earlier down the drain. Well, if that's where your dishwasher cleaner is, guess what just went down the drain? That's right, your dishwasher cleaner. So, get a product that does not go down the drain right away, and that is the dishwasher cleaner. And let me tell you why. But first, I'm going to tell you what to do first. You're going to turn the water on like I told you before, like for the Glisten, and make sure it's really, really hot, and then turn it off. And the reason you want to do that is because you want to get the hot water right there. And then you're going to buy Dishwasher Magic, and you're going to take the lid off, okay? And when you take the lid off, you're going to notice there's this little vegetable plug. That's the best way I can describe it, in the top of it. And it doesn't allow any of the product to come out. You're going to take this bottle and you're going to put it in the top rack of the dishwasher. Do not unplug that. You just leave it just right where it is. Then you're going to turn your dishwasher on to the hottest, longest cycle. And so that's usually pots and pans. And so your dishwasher is going to come on and it's going to start running. And then the water is going to get extremely hot. And that's when the plug comes out of this dishwasher cleaner and it stays in the dishwasher longer. It goes all through that pots and pans cycle without being washed down the drain. And that's what you want, and that's why this works so much better, and it's so easy. And you don't have to take, I've seen that on YouTube, and I've seen it, and I'm just thinking, this is so much easier. So if you want to clean your dishwasher this weekend, if I am like getting you excited about doing some little things around the house this weekend because you have off on Monday and this is something you wanted to do, here's your chance. All right, so let's talk about the dishwasher a little bit more because I get this question a lot. People that they have a dishwasher and it's older, okay? And so what happens is sometimes the racks, because we put knives in there and they slice the rubber on the rack, and then the rack will rust, kind of like what you see right now if you're watching on Facebook. The racks that I'm showing you right now, they get little rusty spots on them. Is that a big deal? It's not, but it leaves marks on your dishes and your glasses and stuff like that, and you don't want to take the chance of it getting even rustier, because let me tell you, the racks that you have to buy to replace, they cost almost as much as the dishwasher. So for about 10 or 12 bucks, you can get a product called Re-Rack. This product is old. We've had it around forever, but it has a great purpose. See, just because you're old don't mean you don't have purpose anymore. Re-Rack has a purpose, and you just use it like fingernail polish on these racks, and you just go over it. And it's a rubberized product that holds up to the heat and the soap, and you'll make your rack like new again. And then you won't get marks all over your dishes, and your dishwasher will stay nicer longer, and you won't have to get a new dishwasher. Okay. All right. Let me tell you what's going on this weekend here at the store. We're going to be open tomorrow, Sunday, and we also will be open on Monday, but abbreviated hours. We're just going to work 8 to 5, and then everybody gets to go off and go home and cook some hamburgers on the Traeger grill and have a good time with their family. But this weekend we have a Feed the Birds weekend, and Friday through Sunday you get a free ounce of hummingbird nectar concentrate. I'm reading this so I don't mess up. With any hummingbird feeder. Okay, so all the hummingbird feeders we have are $15 or more, and you can get free food. You get a free bag of Best Garden wild bird seed with any bird feeder purchase. Yeah. And we bought in a bunch of new feeders. They're so cute. Some look like little houses, some look like little swings, but this is the best part. You can get one bag of red pepper bird seed for 25% off. Okay, how many of you love feeding the birds? You just don't especially like that the squirrels sabotage it, dump it out all over the ground, your birds go hungry, and your squirrels are getting fatter. Well, that's me. I mean, I'm there to feed the birds. The squirrels, they're on their own. And so this hot stuff, this hot feed, is great because the birds don't care. They like it. The squirrels, they don't like it as much, and they leave it alone. And that's what I want to do, because good bird seed can be expensive. And why do we want to just waste it all over the ground? And that's what the squirrels do. They will knock on your bird feeder and throw it around. The other day, before I could even get out there, I walked past my kitchen, and a squirrel was using his feet to rock that bird feeder back and forth. And then he stopped because I have hot bird seed in it, and he didn't like it. So All right, that's what's going on this weekend. And so if you like feeding the birds and you like free birdseed, come on in. All right, now let's see. How much time is it? Okay, plenty of time. All right, so what about the washing machine? We were talking about the dishwasher. What about the washing machine? There's two great products. One of them is kind of on the same line as the dishwasher. It's called washing machine cleaner, and same thing. You just add this into your washing machine, nothing in it. I didn't say that before. On the dishwasher, do not put any dishes in there while you're cleaning, okay? You don't. This is, you want to just clean the dishwasher. We're not cleaning dishes at the same time. This, you want to put this in the washing machine. You can use it on a front loader. You can use it on just a regular washing machine, and it will clean out all the little jets and rubber and all kinds, and get all the gunk out of your washing machine. It's soap scum that builds up, you know, in the washing machines, and so this will help it clean it out. It's great, it's easy, and it's not expensive. But what if you have a little rust in your washing machine? Maybe you have, I have several people that I know, they've got washing machines out in the garage and also in the house. And the ones out in the garage, they put their husband's clothes in because he does work that maybe is just real dirty, real stinky, and so they wash their clothes out there in their older machines. So you can get a little rust in them. So how do you take care of that? Product called Iron Out. It is great for that. You just put an amount in, let it run its cycle, and it'll take care of all the rest. It also, you can use it on your laundry. You can use it in your bathroom, in the toilet. And so it's just, it's not expensive and it's easy to use. It's called Iron Out. All right, so in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be Father's Day. We are going to have a Father's Day event on, I think it's the 5th and the 6th. It's the Friday and Saturday before Father's Day. And so I just want to give you some ideas right now about some things you can get. But let me tell you, that event is going to be awesome. The Milwaukee people are going to be here again, and you know what that means. They give away stuff like there's no tomorrow. And if you have a father that loves Milwaukee, or if Dad, if you're listening right now and you like that kind of stuff, you need to be here that weekend. It's going to be great. But if you have a dad that likes to barbecue, let me make a couple of suggestions. We have some great spices made by Almighty Spices. They are my favorite, hands down. They are a quality. They don't have tons of fillers in them. They have no fillers in them. And they're local. That's what I love about them. My favorite is their house. Their house is good on everything, meat, chicken. I throw it on my salad, put it in eggs, and they also make a chicken and pork seasoning that is excellent also. Now, while I was at the National Hardware Show, I found some barbecue sauce that is like so good. I mean, I've never been a big fan of barbecue sauce. I kind of like things without a lot of sauces and stuff, but this stuff, oh, it's good. It's called Bone Sucking Sauce. I mean, is that a great name or what? And it does have a little bit of a sweet taste to it. I absolutely love it. I love it. And then a lot of times, if I'm not cooking outside, I'm cooking inside. What I do is I mix it up with a little sour cream, and it kind of tones it down a little bit, and I put it on top of my chicken and my ground turkey. They also make a mustard that is yummy, and if you eat a lot of mustard, you are gonna like this one too. Now, to keep your dad's grill looking good, I suggest you buy him a deal by, it's made by Scrub Daddy. And it's a brush that feels like it's like steel wool, but it's not. And what you do is you, on a hot grill, you put this, the head of the Scrub Daddy, in ice, and then you go out there and you start cleaning your grill, and it steams it. It's the greatest thing ever, and it really does a really good job. So, and it's fairly inexpensive. I think like $19. So if you want to get something for your dad and maybe from the kids or something, this is really good. All right, so let's talk about mosquitoes real quick, because they're all over the place right now. We had 3 inches of rain. I had 3 inches at my house, and the other night I went out and there's a new group of them. So what do you do? So I'm going to suggest this, the Spartan Mosquito Eradicator. It's not called Eradicator, it's just called Spartan Mosquito. They got in trouble over that Eradicator name that was on there, and they made them take it off, and everybody then decided that it didn't work as well. It's the same product. It works great, okay? It's inexpensive, $30. You'll probably get 90 days out of it. It says 30, but I think you can get 90 days out of it, and it comes with 2, okay? You put them in the trees about 20 feet from where you want to be living. Okay, now, what if you're getting ready to have a party and you want to spray something right then? Because it'll take about 2 weeks for the Spartan mosquito to take care of everything, all right? There are several that are out there, and some of them, I'm just going to tell you, they tell you that they're not for if you have pets outside, not to put them outside. Well, I figure if my pet can't handle it outside, probably I can't either, and I don't want to take a chance at that. So if you don't want to do like the Spartan stuff or like a Dynatrap or something like that, then Maggie's Farms, they do all kinds of safe stuff. And they make a mosquito and tick killer that you just hook up to your hose. That's what I like about it. You hook up to your hose and you spray your yard. And I think this will cover probably about 5,000 square feet. And it'll tell you that it'll work for like 90 days. But down here, it will not, okay? The minute we hit 100, then it starts making it break down and it's not as effective. But if you're getting ready to have a party, then do it the night before and you'll be great. Now, another thing that I don't talk about a whole lot, but it really is good, is Lamberger. You know them as a fragrance company, okay? They also make, it's called Summer Nights. And you put it in your lamp, okay, your Lamberger lamp, and you put it outside and you light it and you let it go. It smells like Ocean Breeze, which is their #1 fragrance, and it'll give you about a 20 feet like circle where it'll keep the bugs away. Put it out about 15 minutes before you go outside, and then by the time you go out there, if you're sitting by the pool or in the hot tub or stuff like that, it'll keep them away. It's really good, and I just don't talk about it enough. It's really cool. Now, another thing, Tiki makes one that you can put in their little Tiki lamps, and you go over to their Tiki fuel and you get the one that says no more mosquitoes, and you put that in, you light it, and it's really good. It just doesn't smell as good as a Lamberger. The Lamberger is great. Now, I want to tell you about one more thing. The Skeeter yardsticks. We haven't ever gotten those before, but we brought them in right now, and they're great to put in the yard. Light them. They're an incense, you know. If you're my age, you know all about incense. Okay, and you put them out in the yard, and they just go right into the ground, and you light them, and you let them flame for a little bit, and then you blow them out, and the smoke keeps the mosquitoes away. It's really kind of cool. Okay. Now, also, I want to tell y'all again about the DK Designs. They're the door design that is completely interchangeable. You can change out the little spot on the front of it to show like different kinds of events that are going on, like Valentine's Day, or if you got a sporting event, or if you just want to put a different bow on it. But they're really cool. They're $52.99. They make a great gift. Now, also, Workshop that we carry, their workshop towels. They're all-purpose towels, microfiber, and they're made from like plastic bottles, like zillions of plastic bottles. And like this one right here has got about, it's made from like 15 plastic bottles. I can't think of anything better to do with plastic bottles than make these wonderful towels. What we got started on these for is because I absolutely love their microfiber towels. They fold up, and they're so small, and if you do not have a large kitchen area, these are great, and they will absorb so much. Well, now they have all these other things that go with it. They've got reusable scrubbies that have scrubby on one side and beautiful color on the other side, and all of these are beautiful colors. And then they have a dish drying mat that you can put out if you like to dry your dishes, or maybe your china, or not china, your crystal, then these are great, and then they're made for easy care, and they're machine washable, okay? And then you're not just putting anything out. It makes it look so nice. Talk about a great gift. This would be awesome. I did it. Okay. All right. Let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store is going to be open today to 6:30, tomorrow 11 to 5, Monday 8 to 5. And that's it for this week. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing. It will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.